have a wonderful rainy day, dear students. Now, today I will introduce you about chapter 5, part 1, exploring value. What is value, dear friends? Dear students, you know that about the good manners, is it? Like this, in human being, we are having some good values in our life, good qualities, it means. Now here, I will introduce you first some word meaning and phrases, then I will explain you about the chapter. See, some words are here dedicated to dedicate, to say words for somebody else to write down. Understood? Means to make someone to write down something and you are speaking and someone is writing, like that way. To gaze, to stare, to see continuously to someone. Utterly, completely, whole. Proportion, ratio, a part of whole. You are studying in the ratio and proportion in your mathematics. Miracle means wonder, means surprise. Some magic could be happen in some times. Torturing, causing mental pain. Someone is torturing to someone, means giving some pain, mental pain. Now, phrases. So these are the words, these are phrases now. Get more light on, to know more about. Okay. And look over, looking beyond from over. Means here, it means. So this is the way, dear students, the words and phrases are already I have explained you. Now dear students, here in your chapter, in the beginning of the chapter, it is given, you know that you can see this, clear? Yeah, this is puzzle. So you will have to solve the puzzle. Can you put the number 1 to 8 in each of the squares so that each side adds up to the middle number? Okay. Now, so in your first side you will have to make. Suppose here is 12 is given. Okay. So you will put here 6, 5, 1, 8, 3, 7, 2. You can make the total of any side. You can do it by yourself and it turns into the 12. So this is the activity for you, dear students, that you will do. It is a mathematical calculation that you can do nicely, and it is only simply addition and plus. Okay. Now I explain you the story about the Swaminathan. Now here is a little boy Swaminathan. His father gave him one puzzle to solve, but Swaminathan didn't experience about that type of puzzle because he was quite weak or slow in study. Clear? So here Swaminathan was afraid he could not answer his father and he was thinking with the puzzle in different way. What his father was asking and what he was understanding, both the side quite differentiations. So that here I will explain you line wise the story how it is in progress. Okay, dear students, listen carefully. I will read it and explain you continuously. Swaminathan sat in father's room in a chair with a slate in his hand and pencil ready. Now you can see, imagine the scene. Swaminathan was sitting in the chair. Okay, and Swaminathan sat in his father's room near his father. And he was sitting there with the slate and pencil. Father held the arithmetic book open and dedicated. Dedicated means to give something to write. Rama has 10 mangoes with which he wants to earn 15 annas. Krishna wants only 4 mangoes. How much money will Krishna have to pay? Now very nice mathematical puzzle or word problem asked by his father to Swaminathan. But Swaminathan was in puzzle whether the mangoes were ripe or unripe. It it was not clear by his father. So he was thinking in a different way. Okay. Now what you should also calculate how it can happen. Okay. At last end of the lesson I will also explain you how this happened. Hai na? Listen the puzzle again. Rama has 10 mangoes with which he wants to earn 15 annas. Okay. So Rama had 10 mangoes. He wanted to earn 15 annas. And Krishna, customer, came to him to buy 4 mangoes. How much Krishna had to pay? That you will have to find, dear students. Later on I will explain you in the end of the chapter. Swaminathan gazed and gazed at this sum, and every time he read it, a new thought came to his mind. His mouth began to water at the thought of mangoes. There was a puzzle about mangoes, and everybody likes mangoes. Here, Swaminathan also liked the mangoes too much, so in his mouth became full of water. Hai na? Yes. And he was thinking differently with this puzzle. Have you done the sum? Father asked. Completed? Looking over the newspaper, he was reading the newspaper. His father means. Father, will you tell me if the mangoes were ripe? Now Swaminathan asked his father. The mangoes were ripe or unripe? What would be the fair price for that? Father watched him for a while and some smile remarked, do the sum first. Then after you ask me about the ripe or unripe, I will tell you whether the fruits were ripe or unripe afterwards, not now. Swaminathan felt utterly helpless. Now he had no help. He was thinking about the mangoes were ripe or unripe, so that he became the helpless. If only father could tell him whether Rama was trying to sell ripe fruits or unripe fruits, because the question was asked by his father. Of what use would be to tell him afterwards? He felt strongly that the answer to this question contained the key to the whole problem. It would be unfair to expect 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes. And it is unfair. If mangoes were unripe, so 15 annas are not fair price. That's why Swaminathan was thinking differently. Now there was a confrontation between him and his father. Father said, I cannot, Swaminathan clearly said, Father, I cannot do this. Swaminathan said, pushing away the slate. What is matter with you? You can't solve a simple problem in simple proportion. His father shouted on him, how can you are not doing this simple sum? How can it possible? Swaminathan answered, we are not taught this kind of thing at school. In school, we are not taught of this kind of sums. He excused like that. Get the slate here, come here, I will make you give the answer now. Swaminathan waited for a miracle. Oh, my father will give the answer and I do not have to do this sum. So he was happy inside. Father studied the sum for second time and asked, what is the price of the 10 mangoes? Again, what his father did? His father read the sum again and asked him again to find the price. 15 annas, of course, Swaminathan thought, but how could be the price? Was it the right price? And then he was not sure whether the mangoes were ripe or unripe. If they were ripe, 15 annas shouldn't be unfair price. If only he could get more light on this point. Again, the pin was there in his mind about the ripe and unripe mangoes. Okay, now he thought that if father focused on this type of thing, so that after I can make the sum easily. That's why he was thinking. But actually answer is about the calculation, not about the ripe or unripe mangoes. So that here there was a confrontation between both of them. How much Rama want for his mango? Now he was thinking, how much does Rama want for his mango? Swaminathan replied, 15 annas. Is it? Very good. Now his father tried to make him on the track of some. His father asked, now tell me about the problem. How much does Rama want for his mangoes? So Rama wanted to earn 15 annas. Very good. Very good. How many mangoes does Krishna want? Now Krishna wants about the Krishna's customers. Okay. So Swaminathan said that yes, he wanted 4 mangoes. Now what is the price of 4 mangoes? That he will have to find, search. Okay. Now again the question would be same. Father seemed to be delighted in torturing. He was enjoying with his son for teaching and torturing. How could he know? How could he know what fool Krishna would pay? Now here, father was torturing and asked some more questions. How could he know? How could he know what that fool Krishna would pay? Now this way, the puzzle was there continuously between them, and the song was very nice. And a little ahead we will do in our next part. Okay, you will also try to find out and solve this puzzle. Thank you. Have a nice day.